and this still has to be vetted by the attorney, to where if a private hauler at the end of the calendar year will substantiate that he has picked up waste from a resident which is a county customer, then we would give that county customer the percentage discount that he would get on his disposal at the landfill. We would give that to him on his county account. Therefore, we don't have to go to the private hauler. We can deal directly with the county customer. And my guess is that probably is going to be it.
So is that the same thing that you do to the Tapia and to Moriarty?
They are given the member rate for disposal at the landfill.
So I guess what I'm asking is, what's the difference between county residents and all of these other people?
The difference is, sir, that you're talking about a private hauler that is wanting to be paid directly the discount, and that's not constitutional. But the municipalities are billed directly from the authority for landfill disposal. We don't bill the private hauler for the waste that he brings to the landfill. We bill the municipalities directly.
Council, if we were to put it out for RFP, how is that going to work? Because we don't own the transfer stations. The Solid Waste Authority owns the transfer stations, so how is that?
And the county would have to identify sites that it could use, and make sure that the county would have the right to use those sites, and then include those sites in an RFP, saying these will be the sites, and get private haulers to bid based on collecting at those sites and delivering to the landfill. There may be an intermediate step if they aren't the current sites. There may be some dirt work and some preparation that's needed at those other sites in order to make them ready for a private hauler. But essentially, it would just be a matter of finding appropriate sites, getting the rights to use those sites, and then preparing them.
And then who's responsible for those sites, the county or the private hauler?
Well, I guess an RFP could say, propose a collection system that includes the sites. An RFP could do that, which would then put the responsibility on the private hauler to present to the county, here are the sites that I propose. I will have the right to use these sites. I will get the sites ready for the collection of trash, and here's the whole picture, or here's the whole proposal to do everything from A to Z. When I first started talking about it, the county would control, if the county were to do that step of identifying the sites, acquiring the right to use the sites, and preparing the sites, then the county would control those sites. So it all depends on what the request for proposals asks.
But the Solid Waste Authority is going to have to give them up. I mean, because they technically belong to them, they don't belong to the county.
If the county would like to use the sites that are owned by the Solid Waste Authority, the county would have to get it, enter into an agreement with the Solid Waste Authority for those sites. If you wanted to use different sites, the county could use those sites if there was an agreement in place to do that, or the county could go out and acquire different sites.
Yes, sir.
Can I put a different
Please step up
perspective
here.
on this?
Please step up and
On this
state your
argument.
name.
My name is Bobby Patton, and to most of you, I'm Bobby Lee. I live in Sherwood Forest, Torrance, and I want to talk about how this whole trash issue affects me financially. I'm the face of one of the people that paid quite a bit of money but I only generate a small amount of trash. I pay on average every 3 months $42. That includes the tax. I pay about $3 to haul it from Sherwood Forest and gas to the station there in Tahiti. I generate 1 to 2 bags of trash every 3 months. So I'm essentially paying $40-something for just 2 bags of trash. Now I hear about a proposal where you want to raise it to $250 a year, which essentially would make me pay.
Mr. Patton,
Yeah.
could I ask you to direct your statements to the commission,
Oh,
please?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't
Thank you,
know.
sir.
I thought I was paying this guy right here, but
Yes, sir. No, sir, it's just that it needs to be
okay,
directed to the
okay. I'll try
commission.
to do better.
Okay.
I'm not.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't do this.
I'm sure he can hear you from there.
Okay, but anyway, I see myself paying this enormous amount of money. I recycle everything. I use Albuquerque because it has a very efficient recycling program. I take all my plastic. I try to buy things that got the little recycle symbol on it. All my oil can, everything I buy, I try to buy things that can be recycled. I go down to Albuquerque. There's a station behind Home Depot between Wanjabo and Eubank. They take all your plastic, they take all your bottles, all your paper, then all my metal cans and stuff like that. I take that down to Wanjabo and I recycle it for cash. If you take it over here to this station, they'll take it. I don't know what they do with it, but I think they go and sell it to those people, but they don't give you any cash for your metal. They make you pay. If you take a refrigerator or something like that, you can take that into Albuquerque and get cash for it. The last week or so, I took a load of stuff in, including an old water heater or whatever. I came out with $56. It bought my lunch, paid for my gas, and I had $20 when I got back home. But you'll never, out here in Torrance County, all I see is us paying more money, but we're not getting services. I don't use the transfer station. You can ask they keep a log. You can look on the log. My number is 7463. And you'll see that I don't come to that way station. In 2013, I probably came 5 times. I've been 1 time this year. This is our 4th. We're already in our 2nd quarter. I've only been there once. I took 2 bags of trash of my own. I took 1 bag of trash that I picked up off the road and trash that people had discarded in Sherwood Forest. I took that in with me. Essentially, I paid $45 when I count my gas, the tax, and the $40 that they charge. And now I got a bag, a 30-gallon bag, that's only 3/4 full. It won't be filled up until probably next month. I got 2 tires that I'll take in, so I'm going to be paying another $40-something for just a bag of trash and a couple of tires.